Hello everyone! So, Angels of Death! It's almost here, like, almost here, which is crazy to think because they kind of just dropped it on us all of a sudden after a long time of not hearing anything, but I'm not complaining. I'm very, very excited to get into this. And, if you don't know, I've been out of town for a few days, and then I was gonna film this or record this video, and then my internet got cut, so basically it's been a whole hassle, but finally it's here and the video is here as well. So thanks for sticking with me. But let's talk about what we're gonna get in this crossover. So first and foremost, you have Zach, Isaac Foster, the S tier with a shop accessory. He is not Nightwatch, he is in fact the Ripper, which I did not expect at all. I genuinely thought that he would be Nightwatch. I know there has been some debate about this in the fandom, but I'm really, really glad that my internet did get cut because I was able to wait and put this out after I've seen the in-game animations, and I'm 100% for this. The only reason I originally didn't want him to be Ripper was because I thought it didn't make sense with the scythe, and I thought that they would not go through the effort to give him unique animations, but he looks fantastic. For this crossover, I am surprised how much effort they put in, especially on the back of Bunga Stray Dogs, which I think was really good because I love Bunga Stray Dogs, but let's be honest, it's not the same level of effort that this one's been given, so I'm very, very excited about this. No qualms with it, he looks great. Of course, the only thing I would say is that he is Echoes only, but at this point, is that any surprise? A little bit of a bummer, but hey, it is what it is. He's gonna be a shop S tier package, and he comes with an A tier accessory called Combat Knife, which I'm excited about because I thought they were just gonna slap his scythe on his back and be like, oh, it's the accessory, but no, they give him unique animations, so honestly, he looks great. As for the essence itself, it has 4 A tiers, which I don't know if this has ever happened before in the history of Identity V because I have not been playing that long, but I was torn about it at first because if you've been keeping up on my channel, you know that I very, very, very badly want to pull Eddie, Axeboy skin, and I was like, oh, well, 4 A tiers is gonna make that harder, but it seems like they did actually lower the inspiration cost a bit for pulls. It seems like it's gonna be 86 inspirations for a single pull. It's a little less. I don't know the odds that that changes. If somebody who's actually smart at math wants to figure that out, you're welcome to do that. I'm not gonna do that, but I don't know if it's like enough to be better, but it is a little bit better, it sounds like, so I'm excited about that. As for the skins in this essence, you have Rachel as an A tier, which surprised me because I really thought she would be S tier, even though she does look plain. I mean, it was kind of what they did for Bunga Stray Dogs, so I was expecting her to be S tier, but no, she's an A tier, and she is for little girl. I really, really like how she looks. She does feel a bit short, which was a complaint I had originally about her being little girl, but you know, it looks fine, it's good. I like that they did the puppy as her doll, but really I don't have that many complaints. It looks super great. I like the skin. And then of course there's gonna be Eddie, the Axeboy A tier. He's absolutely perfect. He does look a little smooth, but that's okay. I like him, I want him. I really wish he'd been the free one because he is the odd hunter out and the rest are survivors. So to me, it makes more sense for him to be free from like that perspective. But of course they want their money because he's like more popular. So I understand, but I'm a little bummed because of course I want him, but he looks really, really good. And I really hope that I can get him without spending too much money because I play Axeboy and I love Eddie, he's my favorite, so I don't really have any complaints with him, he looks good. Then there is the A tier for Kathy. Coordinator, pretty much what I expected from day one. I know a lot of people were like, oh, but Coordinator doesn't make a lot of sense, or oh, like people had their own little things about Kathy, but honestly, this is exactly what I expected. She looks good, she looks fine. I don't have any complaints with her, it's Kathy, you know, she looks good to me. And then last, I was gonna say certainly not least, but I don't really like him, there's Danny. He's an A tier for Professor, which again, pretty much exactly what I expected. I've been saying since my original really, really bad prediction video that I thought that Kathy and Danny were gonna be Coordinator and Professor, and I was right. So yeah, there's that. He looks good. I think it's a little hard to kind of do like the whole eye thing with him and the button eyes, and I think they pulled it off okay. The characters always look kind of weird to me with glasses on. Like even Rompo kind of had this too, where the button eyes don't mesh well with the glasses, but like for what it's worth, it looks really good. So pretty much no complaints there. I know I'm gonna pull Danny because he's the one that I don't want, but he looks good at least. And I don't have a Professor A tier. I don't think anyone has a Professor A tier actually. Oops. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. I think he looks good. And then I guess actually last, but certainly not least, is Gray, Reverend Gray. He's going to, it looks like, be free from event things, probably because I don't think he's very popular, and they gave him Lawyer, who also is not very popular, so they were like, we'll put the one that's gonna make the least money for free. I'm a little confused about why he ended up Lawyer, because like it does work, but I feel like he would have been better as Novelist personally. But that's just like a little nitpick. He works perfectly fine as Lawyer, like it makes sense, but I just think Novelist would have been slightly better. I guess they were like, Lawyer really needs a skin. We have not done anything for him in a long time, so they were like, okay, here it is. But honestly, they look good. All of the skins look fantastic. Zack is definitely a winner here. Like, I did not expect them to go so above and beyond. He does look a little like anime-ified, but they're obviously going more based on the anime than like the game with this one, so it makes sense. If that's not your style, then you're probably not gonna like him as much, but at least you can appreciate the like animations look really good. I'm not too sure about his accessory. I don't think that the videos did like a great job of explaining that, so that is what it is, but everything else looks really, really good. So into the other details, it seems like we'll be able to get, I think, 10 crossover essence for free during like the event by doing event things, but I think that's pretty much what we're getting, so that's good. You'll get those 10 extra pulls. Hopefully they'll go towards a character that you want from this crossover. And it starts on May 31st, which, you know, is the third essence, which to me, little nitpick complaint, but maybe don't make the crossover the essence that you're gonna get the least of on the logic path, but you know, whatever. At least we're getting those 10 for free to cover that, so. Overall, I'm super excited. I would have really, really loved to see a new map, like based on one of the floors in Angels of Death. Pretty much all of them are super iconic, and you really could do something good with any of them. But I don't think we're gonna get that because obviously we haven't heard anything about it, and I guess making a new map takes a lot of time. But hey, in my defense, they took a lot of time, so I think it's earned. I think we should get a new map, but that's obviously just like wishful thinking. I don't think that's an actual thing. The only other thing I wanted to address was that I've seen some people like mad about this crossover because a lot of less popular characters, save for I guess like Little Girl and Coordinator, are getting skins, and people are really upset that these characters that haven't gotten skins in a long time end up getting crossover skins. And like, that's completely warranted. I understand that if you're not like into Angels of Death, it's such a bummer for this character that you like to get a skin that you don't like because you have no investment in it. So I just want to say like my condolences if you're one of those people. I don't know why you would be watching this video because you probably don't care if you are, but my condolences. I think these skins look really, really great, and I think they were the right choices for these characters, but at the same time I completely understand, and I think they should make actual content that's like not crossover for these characters as well. So sorry to anyone who was like super hyped for a Professor A tier. Even if you like Angels of Death, you're probably like me and you don't like Danny. I've probably offended so many Danny fans. Listen, I think he's well written, but I don't like him. The other thing is that the showrooms look really good. That's pretty much it. I really don't have that much else to say that I haven't already said. So I'm personally very excited. I think it's actually looking like it's gonna crop up to be better than Bunga Stray Dogs, which is like saying a lot because I'm way more of a Bunga Stray Dogs fan than an Angels of Death fan. But I think the effort that they put into it seems like a lot more, which granted could be because they had a lot of issues with the Bunga Stray Dogs stuff. I think Bunga Stray Dogs would have been more like this had things not gone so like awry there, but hey, it is what it is. I think it looks really good. The presentation's really good. All of the like art that they've put out and the videos that they've put out, they make me very, very excited. So I'm optimistic. Other than the fact that Zack is limited to people who can spend money on this game, I think that this looks like a win all around. So I hope you guys agree with me, and sorry again for the wait and for like me promising stuff and then never doing it. Stuff happens. Anyways, have you guys heard that they're doing a Sanrio crossover like in the game itself now? NetEase is trying to rob me blind. I give up. Have a good day.